get it.
All right, guys and gals. So, bodies are now being found at Disney World. Yes, you heard that right. According to TMZ, they say 3 deaths have been reported at Disney World over the last 10 days. And I'm not gonna lie, that seems shocking at first hand. A place where everything is supposed to be happy, sunshine and rainbows and cotton candies is now
Disney had been getting exposed for years now. We already know it's not cotton candy and rainbows and, well, it's hella rainbows now, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We all know Disney not as glitz and glamoury as we think, you know what I'm saying?
Death being reported and bodies popping up in miscellaneous places. Now, originally around October 9th, earlier this month, TMZ reported that haunted mansion guests, responders wheel woman out of park, later died in hospital. So this woman went into the haunted mansion attraction at Disney World. And this is what that looks like for those of you who don't know. You go inside, standard haunted house antics. It's dark, it's gloomy, creepy ass attractions and statues and wall decor and whatnot. Your standard haunted house type shit. Well, apparently this woman entered this location, this house, and unfortunately ended up not making it back out alive. As you can see here, medical responders heading inside this haunted mansion to come, suppose fish her body out. Excuse me. For lack of better terms, this is just unfortunate.
Bro, ain't no way, gang. And how ironic that this happens on that ride out of all the attractions Disney got. That one.
And apparently this was one of 3 deaths that has been reported in the last 10 days. 10 days. And according to the TMZ, they say, as we previously reported, the guest suffered a possible heart attack while riding the famed attraction. She was found unresponsive on the ride and later pronounced dead after being transported to a local hospital. I guess her heart could not just take it anymore. I mean, she was in her 60s, and I guess she got spooked by something that unfortunately made her jump into the afterlife. I mean, good God, I don't know if she went by herself or if she went with her grandkids. But people, listen, if you have older people who are more fragile within your proximity or within your family, friends, whatever, please do not bring them to these types of events. They could possibly die, literally, especially if they have heart problems. But what gets even crazier and more spooky is the fact that another dead body was found, apparently unrelated to any attractions at the park itself. TMZ says Disney World, another day, another body. They say the most magical place on earth has been anything but that for the last 10 days. TMZ has confirmed yet another death occurred on Walt Disney World's property, the 3rd happening yesterday. Now, I'm not entirely sure who the second body was or where the second body was, the second death, but they do say that this marks the 3rd death on the amusement park's property to happen in just over a week, following a reported suicide on October 14th.
What's going on with Disney? That's crazy, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Damn.
At the Contemporary, and another body found at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground on October 21st.
Breaking news, a second person has now fallen or jumped to their death at the Contemporary Resort at Walt Disney World. The incident took place today, Thursday, October 23rd, in the early morning hours. Police sealed the area as quickly as possible and told individuals to refrain from looking down outside of their balconies. In addition, cast members also closed off several entrances to Bay Lake Tower. Bay Lake Tower is the adjacent hotel to the main Contemporary Resort. They were able to use scaffolding, towel carts, and other miscellaneous hotel property in order to block the scene and view from Walt Disney World guests. Eventually, a white police tent was erected at the scene. At this time, Walt Disney World nor local law enforcement have issued any public statements regarding the incident. However, a multitude of guests staying at the hotel said that they received a knock on their door and were asked as well not to look out the balcony windows. By 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, today, Thursday 23rd, all personnel had left the scene. This is the area in which the individual today was located deceased.
And based off of what I was able to find on TikTok, some footage from a user by the name of Ayote Family, or Ayote Family. Here's the location of where that person was found. Now, to clarify the story, the first one was from an older lady in her 60s who died after, I guess, getting a heart attack on the Haunted Mansion attraction at Disney World. Now, at the same location, the last 2 was a young woman, based off of what I could find, by the name of Summer Eckwitz, who was 31, who died at the Contemporary Resort Hotel. Based off of what I heard, she took her own life by jumping in front of a
Jumping in front of the... Bro, what? Ain't that's like the little train thing?
hotel. Based off of what I heard, she took her own life by jumping in front of a monorail. And as you can see, here's a photo of her. And reports suggest that one of her relatives said that she booked a flight to Disney World on the day of her death without telling anyone. Also, I'm seeing some information here from the New York Post saying,
bro, mental health is scary, bro. And it's getting worse and worse, though, bro. Like, man, bro, I'm praying God touch these people before they think about just, you know what I'm saying, just unaliving themselves, bro. Like, a lot of people just be losing purpose in life and just be, you know what I'm saying, like, depression is, bro, man, that is so real, bro. I be feeling for them people, because it's like, dog, they be feeling like they don't have no more hope, you know what I'm saying, when you got, bro, it's a touchy subject, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough, though. R.I.P., bro.
quote, the guest was not struck by the monorail, so that is erroneous information, the county sheriff's office said. And now, as for this third body that appears to be at some type of hotel on the property, it looks like this older gentleman who comments are now saying, I suppose this was somebody staying at the hotel. Autumn says, man about 50 years old or so saw his body when they were doing CPR. He did not make it. Unsure if he fell or jumped. It kind of looks like he may have jumped given the location of his body. They knocked on our door as well and told us not to look out the window and that there was a medical emergency. Have not heard or confirmed anything as we left to go to the parks shortly after. Sad situation all around for everyone involved. And now people are saying, from one comment, no way this was a jumping situation, looks way too far from the building. Another person said someone jumped again. Another person said this is so sad, but I see a trend now. First haunted mansion in Disneyland, then Contemporary, which was the second death, right? And then Fort Wilderness, which is the third. And this is all happening in 10 days. And I also found this one comment on Reddit from someone who says they work in hotels. This is from user I want to quit working on Reddit. They say in the r/Walt Disney World subreddit, this happens constantly in hotels in general. It's so sad.
So
People,
it's a consistent problem, bro. That's crazy.
don't want their family to find them, so they check into a hotel and end their lives there. I managed hotels for 10 years, 4 stars, and we were all trained in how to handle, but it's still traumatic. So I'll say this, I don't know what's been going on. Clearly this is a new trend, and I don't know if it has anything to do with social issues in society, politics, or the economy just being completely trash right now. Clearly a lot of people are not feeling well, right? Obviously there's something in the air, something is wrong that I'm sure a lot of us can feel, you know? And it's just unfortunate that a lot of people feel as though that they have to take their lives at a particular place where it's supposed to be for, you know, families, babies, children, and happiness, sunshine, rainbows. But I guess people feel comfort at these particular types of places, you know? It reminds them of better times, happier times. Yeah. And maybe this is where they want to have their last memories. Yeah, you know, someone is
thinking, like, that's probably why people do that, because I guess they be feeling like they won't relive, you know, those wholesome moments at these various places. But it's sick though, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, y'all taking this energy, this negative energy, to a more positive area, and it's messing stuff up, you know what I'm saying? The energy around Disney is already skeptical, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you go there and do that, it's kind of like, damn, you know, you putting Disney in a deeper hole, because you know Disney gonna be the first thing that people blame, you know what I'm saying? But
comment section of this video on TikTok said, as someone whose mother committed, doing this, and she means committed, you know, taking her life, doing this at a place where children make lifelong memories is unbelievably selfish. Do not inflict your pain onto innocent kids and people. I cannot believe this. I mean, yeah, can you just imagine like saving up thousands of dollars to take your kids to Disneyland to have core memories for them as children that they can think about when they are adults, forming happy bonds with your family members and your kids and whatnot. And all of a sudden you just start seeing dead bodies flying all over the place. Like you see a dead body flying off the ledge of a balcony, or you find a dead body in front of a monorail, or you find a dead body in a pond. Like, in my opinion, that is just crazy. Like, come on, bro, don't do that type of stuff at a place where kids are gonna be surrounding the vicinity. And I see another comment from somebody named Travel with Heather, who posted a picture in the TikTok comment section saying, I was here today, such a sad situation. Yeah, that is creepy. Bro. Sad, and just like, that probably would have ruined my day had I stepped outside onto my balcony to get some fresh air and I see it just a dead body there. Like, bro. Now, I will say though, I don't know if they've officially ruled this third body as a taking of their own life. I can't say certain words on this platform, but I will say though that 3 bodies on Disney World's property in 10 days is crazy. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Also, please follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I am running a giveaway for $70 in cash to PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App.
All right, shout out to Maury, man. But yeah, bro. Prayers up to the families. Tough situations, bro. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. FSD out, bro.